It is part of nerd law that Batman is essentially all-knowing, infallible, and always right. But not anymore. What's up, everybody? My name is Joshua Yale, and I'm going to explain precisely what happened in Justice League vs. Suicide Squad to cause Batman to admit that he was wrong. Which I know is scary, it's like the world doesn't make sense anymore, but we're gonna get through this together. Here we go. So the Justice League get into a battle with the Suicide Squad over, well, it doesn't really matter because it was all a distraction, so mind-controlling villain Max Lord could break some supervillains out of prison. This is actually a great opportunity for me to vent my frustration that the Suicide Squad is in no way a match for the Justice League. Deadshot's bullets, Killer Croc's teeth, Harley Quinn's bat or hammer, whatever she's using that day, unless those things are coated in kryptonite, they're not gonna have an effect on Superman, and you still have the rest of the league to worry about. Now yes, the squad does have Enchantress who could use her magic, but we all know how relying on her turns out. And that is why it was smart to introduce this new group, who actually turned out to be the original Suicide Squad. They've got crazy powers that make them a formidable match for the League. So anyway, Max uses them to steal the Eclipso Diamond, which turns the Justice League into a Two-Face fan club under his control. But then Eclipso himself takes over Max and extends his control to everyone else, except for Batman, Lobo, and Killer Frost. Then she uses her power to break everyone free from Eclipso's control. And they have this touching moment where everyone from both teams offers up some of their life force so she can finish taking out Eclipso. Batman initially butted heads with Amanda Waller because he didn't like the Suicide Squad, for obvious reasons, but after they put their lives on the line and helped save the world, he actually admits that he misjudged them and that there's room in the world for both teams. It's not every day that happens. But this is Amanda Waller we're talking about, and it turns out that she was the one who orchestrated the entire Justice League vs. Suicide Squad event in the first place. She knew the only way she'd get to keep the squad was if Batman was okay with it, so she engineered a disaster that would allow them to stand up for good and defend the world. So while Batman was wrong about the squad, he was still very right to not trust Amanda Waller. That's all for the League and the Squad. Let me know what comic book event you want to hear about next in the comments or on Twitter @Joshua Yale. And for all things DC, keep it here on IGN.